Hi, it's Brian Brawdy reminding you that you can ignore the next 2 minutes, but you do so at your own risk. I'm very excited to have an opportunity to hang with you this morning and let you know about this, right? Because we're at a fork in the road. We're all at a bifurcation point, right? Where two roads, as Robert Frost said, two roads diverged in the wood. And I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Boy, he wasn't kidding. So let's talk about the road less traveled first. That's the road of the human being, the individual that's grateful to be here. In terms of being fulfilled at every level, they're fired up about being dropped here in the garden of the mortals, the labyrinth of life itself. And they wholeheartedly, passionately, with using their mind's marrow, they're going to give a run at this life no matter what fate tries to do to chop block them. They're going to manifest their destiny, and they're thankful for the opportunity to do so each and every day they awake. Now, the opposite side of the fork in the road, if you will, the road that's really traveled, and to which Frost said wouldn't have made all that much difference, the well-worn path, is the path of the human getting. If you've been watching the show, coming up now on episode 500, we have the belief, and there's human beings and there's human gettings. Now, when we talk about it, are you ready for the difference between the two? Because in this moment right now, you can decide, and it will forever change the rest of your life. Now, as I said, human beings, absolutely thrilled to be here. Human gettings are the vacuum, right? They're never satisfied. They're constantly getting something else. There's some other event always down the road, always a carrot on the end of the stick. They need, right, their happiness, and their passion is conditional. They're not thrilled just for thrilled sake. They're thrilled if they get a bauble, a bling, a trinket, a little, what is it, curio that fits in the cabinets my mom used to have. The human being, absolutely thrilled to be here. Absolutely thrilled to be here. The human getting is someone that it's conditional. That vacuum on the inside, and it depresses our immune system. So even if you want to look at it and go, what are my best chances for being able to withstand whatever fate throws at me? It's to be absolutely thrilled to be here, because your immune system operates in a totally different way when you're just like, thank you, thank you. We talk all the time about gratitude without a thinker, gratitude without a target, just an overarching sense of thankfulness for being dropped here in the first place. Now, a human getting, looking for the carrot on the end of the stick, who was at Sandberg that said hope is like an echo. It bids you yonder, yonder, yonder. Well, the human getting is always looking to yonder. The grass is always greener, right, on the other side. Well, why that's so important now is that to believe that the grass is always greener on the other side, you're missing something. And because you're missing something, your immune system, right, you're constantly on edge. You're constantly worried, because if you don't have it now, oh, wow, you know what? Maybe I won't get it tomorrow. Maybe there's a chance this isn't going to come to fruition for me. Maybe my destiny isn't going to be met. And there's a constant stress. There's a constant secretion of cortisol. As you know, we talked about it before. You have to decide, are you going to use your fight, flight, and freeze chemicals? Or are you going to let those chemicals use you? Well, a human being is like, this is a great run. I'm digging it. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm bulletproof until the divine, however you define it, I'm bulletproof until the divine decides otherwise. But now human gettings, they got to get more days, weeks, months, more years, more bling, more baubles, more everything. And the immune system subconsciously is working overtime because it's scared to death that it won't achieve that happiness that they've been told all along is the true meaning of life. What they seemed to miss going down that particular track was that this happiness is already encoded in the human being. Human getting, it's always conditional. So when I ask, are you ready? Are you ready for the life that decides right now in this moment in all of time? Are you going to be a human being, or are you going to be a human getting? Are you going to be absolutely thrilled with life? Are you going to be susceptible to the whims, the slings and arrows of fate, if you will? But here's the groovy thing about it. It's absolutely your call. You're the captain or the captainess of your own ship. You're the King Arthur. You're the Joan of Arc. You're the one that decides right now in this particular moment in all of time. And maybe this graphic, it works well for me, and why I loved it the first time I saw it is every moment we're at a fork in the road. Every moment we can decide. Are we going to be a human being or are we going to be a human getting? Are we going to suffer the life of constant want and need? Right? Is that all we are, really? A walking, talking set of lips, constantly groping for a nipple, constantly looking to be fed? Or, on the other side, is it a human being where we're like, no, we're absolutely thrilled with what we have, absolutely thrilled to be in the fight, absolutely thrilled to have our back against the wall. We realize that the bottom is the perfect place, rock bottom is the perfect place to ricochet. So we're up for the challenge. We realize as human beings what it means, progressive adaptation, just like any other muscle. You wouldn't have been able to crawl. You wouldn't have been able to sit up straight and then crawl and then walk and then run and then leap, jam a basketball, whatever it is, play golf, whatever athletic endeavor you enjoy, if any at all, even walking down the street. You wouldn't have been able to do any of that if it weren't for roadblocks and challenges that gravity threw at you when you were months old. Right? So the whole human being is built on this sense of confrontation. We look at all of our adversaries as advisors, right? If you want a crystal ball, we know that's our obstacles. Those are the things that we're up against because how we handle those obstacles as human beings dictates the rest of our life. Now, human gettings look at obstacles and go, oh man, woe is me. Isn't this horrible? Why am I always being picked on? Why am I always failing? Human beings, they don't see failure. They say, oh, I may not have made it to where I had originally intended, but I'm back in the fight. I'll manifest my destiny no matter what fate does. Human gettings, opposite side of the fork of the road. Why Robert Frost said that the human being side was what made all the difference. The other, the well-worn path, that of the herd, that of the mentality that I always need something else to feel fulfilled. I'm a vacuum. I'm a Venus flytrap with legs. I'm a walking, talking pit of quicksand trying to suck in. Oh, I'm a big bug light trying to draw in any moths that I can. Well, that's the life of the human getting. Once I get here, once I get there, once I get this, once I get that, then I'll be fulfilled. But you know what happens? If you haven't learned that you're fulfilled already or that you can be in this particular moment in all of time, every time you get there, you're going to get there with longing. You're going to get there going, there's got to be more than this, which is why I always laugh to myself. When people talk about, oh, one day when I get to heaven, everything will be great. No, it won't. If you don't realize that your head, your heart right now are in heaven, wherever you end up in the afterlife, you're constantly going to be looking for something more. Oh, geez, God, sorry. Oh, geez, can't even believe I said geez. Oh, sorry, forget about that. Oh, can we start this over? Oh, God, well, I understand this is, right, this is like your heaven. This is like level 1 of heaven. But could I maybe look at like level 6 or level 7 of heaven? Oh, because I've been told 7 heaven, man, that is the deal. Sorry, I didn't mean to say man. Didn't know how that was going to work out. But would you mind terribly? Could you upgrade me? Right? Because I'm always looking for the upgrade to first class. Is there any chance you can move me up to 7th heaven? That's ridiculous. Well, that's what's going to happen to the human getting because it's never enough. Never, ever, 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 ever satisfied. We're human beings, other side of the track, they go, satisfied. Are you kidding me? What a great gig to have been dropped here in the first place. So at every moment, remember, you can decide, are you ready to make this decision? Are you ready for the fork in the road and decide, are you going to be absolutely thrilled with who you are right now in this moment, in all of time, magnifying the moment? Are you going to be a human getting, rounding your shoulders, kicking up the dirt, going, oh, one day I hope to get enough to where I'll really be happy. Thank you so very much for joining us. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget, you're going to hook us up or hook up with us over at mortalup.com, MORTAL up.com. And remember, till tomorrow morning, look up, stand up, bring your own bold and mortal up, because there's never, ever, ever been a better time for you to be who you truly are, a human being. The hell with the human gettings. Let them go. Let's not coddle the cattle anymore. See you tomorrow.